Hi everyone, welcome to Spectacular Science. Today we are going to learn about ethnobotany. Don't forget to stop by any of our library locations and pick up your kit to go along with this great video. I hope you enjoy it. And don't forget to sign up for Reading Pays for August. And you can sign up on our website, pueblalibrary.org. Check out 10 books, do a project, do the completion form on the website, and get $100. All right, so I'm going to switch over to our video. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Annie Montez. I am an ecologist and a botanist, and today we are going to talk about ethnobotany and textiles. If you break down the word ethnobotany into ethno and botany, ethno in Greek means people or culture, and botany is the study of plants. So ethnobotany is the study of plants and their traditional and historical uses by people. We use ethnobotany every single day in our everyday lives, from the clothes that we wear to the food that we eat. And without ethnobotany, we wouldn't have comforts like modern medicine. So for example, aspirin, a common over-the-counter drug, its active ingredient was discovered in willow bark. Without our relationship to willow, we never would have been able to develop this medicine. So in the video today, we will explore textiles, which are also known as woven fabric from plant fibers. So an example of this is cotton, which is found in a lot of our clothing. And we will weave with grass and make a yucca rope. To extract yucca fibers, you will need, first off, yucca leaves. And it doesn't matter what kind, so I have two different types of yucca here. This one has very broad leaves, and this one has very thin leaves. Second, you will need a butter knife, some tape, and finally, as an optional thing, a keychain loop. All right, let's extract some fibers. To extract your yucca fiber, you're gonna first scrape away all of the green material from your leaf using your butter knife. So just in a single direction, begin scraping off all of that green. And you're gonna wanna rotate your leaf all the way around until you get rid of all of that green material. So as the green scrapes away, you'll start seeing all these white fibers revealed. And that's what we're trying to get to. So you're gonna want your whole yucca leaf to look white like this and scrape away that green. So we've scraped away the majority of the green and little strings are coming off. That's normal, that's the fibers. That's a good sign. That means you scraped away most of the green part of the leaf. And mine still has this little bit here that if you don't have a keychain loop, at this point, you're going to want to tape this to your surface, whatever you're working on, your table. But I do have a keychain loop, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut that end off. And I'm going to loop it through this keyhole or key ring like that. So we have like a nice little tail going there. And then I'm going to tape this to my board. Or to my table. Make sure to use good tape. And I'm going to start just pulling apart the fibers from the base. Some species are easier than others. So you're just gonna start peeling away these fibers so that they're loose. And when you get to a point where you're pretty satisfied, you can start braiding it or tying knots. So usually I like to get mine pretty stringy, since we're making a video, I'll speed it up. Okay, so let's say I'm satisfied with how those fibers are pulled apart. I still got all this on my keychain loop. And just like braiding hair, I'm going to divide it into 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to braid it. If I can remember how to braid. All right, it's coming along pretty nicely. And I can tie a knot at the end, or I can leave it loose, whatever floats your boat. Then we can take off the tape, let it dry, and you have a nice little keychain, Yucca rope. Weave with grass, you're gonna need first a grass sample. The longer the grass, the better. That way you don't have to change blades a lot while you're weaving. And it's also really great to have thick grass. So I have 2 different grasses here to work with, just to test out which one works the best. This one's really thick, also very long. And then you'll need tape, scissors, some kind of a thread or string. I like to use dental floss because it's very thin and easy to work with. If you have really thick grass, you can use a safety pin to hook through the grass, which I will go through in a second. Piece of cardboard, and that's it. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna cut your cardboard into 3 by 5 inches. So I've already done that. And then if you're not really good at spacing slits apart like me, I just drew little hash marks to where to cut. So we're gonna do 8 slits on each side of our loom, and I'm making them like less than a centimeter, but it doesn't, the length isn't necessarily crucial. Okay, and on the other side. All right, and the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your string or your dental floss or whatever you're working with. You're gonna put it through that first slit, like that, and you're gonna flip your cardboard over. And you're gonna tape that in place, and then you're just gonna loop the string around your loom through the slits, back and forth. To make our loom. Okay, and then again, you're gonna flip it over and you're gonna tape it in place. Okay, so we have our loom, and we're gonna be putting the grass over and under these strings. Now that I have my loom made, I'm just gonna take my grass over and under these strings. And again, if you have a thick piece of grass, you can take like a safety pin and like hook it through the grass to make this a little easier. But I'm just gonna do it by hand. Okay, so I got my first piece in. So you're gonna, every time you go all the way across, you're gonna shove that grass as tight as you can. Okay, so this end piece is gonna go over. A little difficult without the safety pin. So I'm going to pull that all the way tight so that I have this corner nice and folded. And then I'm going to continue, weaving my grass through the loom. And then again, I'm going to tighten it, and I'm going to you're going to really want to push it up to keep those tight threads every time you weave it across. And then you're just going to keep going through over and under until you have filled the sheet, or until you're satisfied. You don't have to do the whole thing. Again, I like to push it up as I go to keep those stitches nice and tight. And so on. I have filled it as far as I want to with my grass. So again, I was pushing these pieces of grass up as I went. So then the last step is to remove the tape from your string. I'm just going to use some scissors to cut my string on both ends. And then you're going to pull the string. I'm going to cut it all the way across. And then you have, if I can get it off, this nice little grass weaving. There you go, that's how you weave with grass.